Kimberly and Knit for Brains. And let me tell you, I just came back off of vacation. I was going through all of my mail, and who doesn't go shopping at home while they're on vacation? I don't know, like I do, right? Anyways, so Little Knits was having a really big sale on Noro brand yarns, like a clear out. So stay tuned because we got the goods, and I'm going to open this and show you what I got and how much I paid for all of it. But while I was gone, I was laying in bed one morning while my husband was snoring next to me. Actually, it doesn't snore too loud. I got this email from Little Knits, and they were having a huge sale, like a clear out sale on Noro yarns. Now, if you are not familiar with Noro yarns, it's amazing. It's gorgeous, gorgeous yarn. It's out of Japan. This is like your high end. This is not your novelty big box stores, Michael's, Joann's, any of that kind of stuff. This is some high end boutique stuff. It's gorge, but I've never really been able to buy it in large quantities because price has been prohibitive. Yeah. Anyway, so they were clearing out of their stash, and I was like, well, I shouldn't probably take a look at this. I should probably delete this email. But guess what? I didn't. So, as soon as we got home yesterday, I saw this box in my Tony Lipsy stash that I just did a video on. If you want to know what I got from Tony Lipsy, check it out right here. So I grabbed this really quick, and I ran it upstairs to my craft room before the hubby got all of the suitcases out of the car. I was jonesing because I knew that I had this box waiting for me to open. So now is my treat. Now is my reward for good behavior. And I get to open this box, and I am sharing it with you. So again, this is from Little Knits. I don't know where they're located. This is my happy face right here. Right? I'm going to pull them all out so you can see, and then I'm going to go through them. Oops. Oops. I'll just drop that anywhere, but it's yarn. It's not like it breaks or anything, right? Oh, gosh. Isn't getting yarn the best? Like when you open up a pack, it's not like you didn't know what you were getting, right? I mean, it's not like you know you're getting yarn, but to like see it in real life, in person, and touch it. Okay, now the box is empty. So, but now I'm going to go through each thing individually. Nice box, by the way. I don't know if I've actually ordered anything from these guys before. I mean, I've been on their mailing list. They were doing a huge, 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 huge sale, okay, on the Noro yarn. So what I got was the Noro Kanzashi mystery bag. So they were big 150-gram cakes, and they picked the colors. So I got a really good deal if they picked the colors. I paid $62.50 for 5 skeins. Now, I know that seems like a lot, but if you know the Noro yarn, you know that that was a really good deal. They had them in boxes of, you could get them all in one color bags of 5, and that was $76. And I believe that it was, let's see if there's a price on here. Ooh, so I let them choose the colors because I figured, you know, A, it's cheaper. I love the yarn. I'll figure out something. It's not like I had something specific. Sorry about the noise. All right. Now I know this is a little pricey, right? This is sort of sometimes outside my price realm as well. Okay. But Noro yarn is something that's just spectacular. It's just super special stuff. So this is what I got. Super squish. God, can you see those colors? Oh, gosh. Oh, I'm dying. I love this stuff so much. Oh, okay. So this is the Kanzashi, Kanzashi yarn. It is 30% mohair, 30% silk, 23% wool, 14% viscose, and 3% polyamide. So each ball has 210 meters, 150 grams. So it's a big ball. And it's a weight of 5. So it's going to be a little bit more on the bulky side, but it's got 210 meters. So quite a bit. Okay. I don't even know if I'm going to get to, but even the label, isn't the label gorgeous? Like, it's just beautiful. So I ordered 2 mystery bags, 5 a piece. And in the mystery bags, they just kind of like give you. But I figured if I'm ordering 2, the chances of me getting like the same colors are going to be pretty good, right? So here's the first bag. Oops, I dropped one. It's a good thing yarn isn't breakable. Okay. Let's put you, beauty, right there. We're going to look at you in just a second. Okay. So, okay, I can tell you right now, like, I don't know if these are 2 a match. The World of Nature. So this is Noro Yarn. I wonder if they're going to tell me what the color is. I know that these 2 are matchy-matchy, right? You can totally see that these guys are. And again, these are 210 meters, so that's quite a bit. But I don't see a name on here. And that's a real boomer, isn't it? And I don't read Japanese, so even if it's telling me what it is, I don't know what it is. But that's okay. I love it all still. Okay, so I got 10 balls of these, right? Let's open up the second package. And the packaging is very nice. Thank you, Little Knits. I'm going to go and visit you in June in Seattle. And maybe I'll even do like a little bit of a live. Maybe I'll tour the store and we'll take a little tour. That would be fun. Okay. A little tough. They make it very secure, like that. Thank you, Little Knits. Okay, got it. Oh, pretty, 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 pretty. And it's so squish, y'all. So squish. Okay. And see on here, it just tells me that it's a mystery bag. Noro Kanzashi mystery bags. The colors are picked by Little Knit, so I didn't have a choice, but I didn't care. These are the big 150 gram cakes. Okay, so let's see. I can tell you right now, I know these match and this. So I got 4. I got 4 skeins of this one particular color. Okay, so that's pretty good. So 150 grams, so that's going to be 600 grams. That's quite a bit. This could probably work for, ooh, a really nice shrug. That would be awesome. It's got a little bit of like a stretch to it. That's the polyamide. And it's kind of that blousey, what do you call it? It's so squish. Oh, it's so squish. I just love you. You are mine and I shall call you Squishy. Okay, so I got 4 skeins of this color. Don't know what it is. Love it though. So I'm going to put you aside and you aside and you over there aside. Okay, then these other colors, what did we get? Okay, I know these 2 match. So I got 2 skeins of this color. You can totally see that those match. Beautiful. Some blues, greens, tans, yellows, a little bit of black, dark blues, little tiny bit of purple trailing through there. And again, this is the Kanzashi Noro Yarn. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, if you were to buy this at full price, you're probably looking at between $25 and $30 a skein. The stuff is expensive. No lie. So this is not something you're going to like make, you know, and give away at a charity auction or a charity event. This is something you're going to splurge on for yourself. Hear me? Treat yourself. Hashtag self-care. That's what this is for. This is, again, 150 grams, 210 meters. So that's quite a bit. It is a weight of 5, so it's going to be a little bit more on the chunky side, but you can totally see that, right? I mean, it's you can actually see that that's a pretty chunky yarn, but it is 30% mohair. Okay, so it's mostly mohair. Actually, sorry, equal parts silk. So 30% mohair, 30% silk, 23% wool, 14% viscose, and 3% polyamide. So this is a beautiful quality yarn. Again, this is not something you're going to find at Michael's or Joann's or, you know, some of your more mainstream, like your Lion brand yarn. This is something that you will save for you and you alone. I give you permission. Tell them Kimberly sent you to go and buy beautiful yarn because you love yourself. because that's what it's all about. When I started crocheting and knitting, I had started my own business, and I needed a way to turn off, because being your own business, you never turn off. And I worked out of my home. And so my computer was always there and my phone was always there, and it was always going off with emails and texts, and I couldn't shut down. So I started crocheting. I started knitting first, and then I went into crocheting because I just needed a way to shut down, to be able to do something while I was like watching TV or reading a book or doing something like that where I could keep myself busy. So it was a way for me to, it's almost more like a Zen, like a meditation kind of act. That's why I got into it, and I love it. And it's become a part of my life for the past 12, 13 years. And I don't go anywhere without a needle or a hook or a bag of yarn in my hand. If I know I'm going to be out of the house for more than about 2 hours, or if I'm going to be in the car for more than about 2 hours, I got a project with me. Are you that way? Like, comment below and let me know if what got you into crochet or knitting, first of all, and then what kind of a crocheter or knitter are you? I mean, do you take it everywhere? Do you only have a certain place that you do it, or a certain time? I want to know. Okay. So anyways, again, this is the Noro, the Kansashi yarn. This is, like I said, the blues and greens. This other one that I picked up, gorgeous. It's got a lot of purples and some lavenders going on in there. This goes into more of like a wine, and then it rolls into a brown, but it has like undertones of purple. And then you can see it's got like this lighter color, more like a caramel mocha, but you could be going into the lavender mauve area. This has a little bit more of a gray coming into it. Gorgeous. And then we're rolling into some greens, a little bit of olive going on there. A little bit of a lighter, maybe more of a pistachio there. Then we're getting into like a deeper green. I mean, these colors are just gorgeous, and they absolutely go together, don't you think? And then we go back into the creams, the oranges, the peaches, the pinks. Pretty much got everything going on in here. That is just gorgeous. And I got 4 balls of that. 2 balls of the blue-green. I got 1 ball. Actually, let's see here. These go together for sure. And this might also go with it. Perhaps. I think it might actually. Yeah, I think it is. We're going to say that it does. We're going to say it goes together. So this one's got a lot of these really pretty purples and fuchsias going through it. Then we're cutting into a little bit more of a lavender in here, maybe some grays. Again, the greens. The colors with the Noro yarns are beautiful, like jewel tones. Really interesting, really unique fiber structure. So they're always going to have something kind of like nubby like this, or fuzzy, or kind of like a tweed. That's one of the things that they're really known for, is just that. And then, of course, these beautiful, gorgeous, deep, deep, beautiful colors here. I have enough that if I wanted to make like a jacket, a sweater, I could totally do that. I would really be able to do that. So I do think I've got, these are definitely the same thing. These are definitely the same color, and they're definitely not similar to the other. I'm not sure that this one ties into these or not, but like I said, it seems pretty doggone close. And they don't even do lot numbers. Oh, color 10. Oh, they do. Okay, so it's going to be going by color, but that's okay. This is a color number 10. So these two are definitely matches. These are color 15. These are colors 13. Yes, so I was right. These do match. This one here is one all to itself, but that's okay. I'm going to love on you. You're like an only child. You're beautiful. I was an only child, so I have got no problem with that. Now, I do know that this one here is definitely an only child. This is a color of 16. And I'm not typically a black person, you know, as far as like the colors and things. Number one, it's really hard to see the stitches when you're trying to get something done. But I don't think that's going to be the case with this one, because as you can see, there's some black, but then there's also kind of a mauve color. And then we're going into a lot of the grays and the slates. So there's a lot of different structure and a lot of depth in this one. So I think this is going to be really interesting as well. And then these guys here, I am most certain that they are the same color. Number 12, color number 12, color number 12 and color number 12. So 10 skeins of this, y'all. Now, again, I paid $62.50 per 5. So that comes out to a little more than like, $10 a piece and then some. But I do know that it was originally, I think it was like 76. So that was a good deal. And that was on sale. If I were to buy, I could have bought these in groups of 5, all the same color. But I chose to let them do it for me because it was cheaper. And I was like, I know I'm going to love it. So that's fine. I'm just putting the yarn here behind me to get into my next stash color. Oh, it's lovely, lovely, lovely. Okay. So super happy with this. So I have my little stashes all around me of things. Like I have all these Angoras. I have about 44 skeins of all these different gorgeous, beautiful Angora yarns that a friend of mine gave me. Her mother brought back from the Ukraine. And I sit there and I just look at it because I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I mean, I got a lot of my mass market stuff. But, when you have your special yarns and you're just like, I'm just going to look at you and touch you and get to know you. So that's what's happening right here with my table. All right. Moving on, Kim. Come on, keep going. Yeah. Okay. The next one that I got was the full bag sale. So it was 5 skeins. This is the Noro Yarn. And this is called Miyabi, M-I-Y-A-B-I. Apologize if I didn't get it right. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Okay, these are all the same. This is color lot number 27 or color number 27 lot A. I couldn't tell you what it's called. I'm very sorry. I don't read Japanese. If anybody does and you want to tell me if it's on here, please comment below. I could do a little bit of research, but let's talk about what is in this fiber. This is 65% wool and 35% cashmere. Please spoil me more. Could you only spoil me more? This is called Miyabi, M-I-Y-A-B-I. Each ball, right, or each, skein is 250 meters. Again, this is a weight of 4. Sometimes the weights are kind of interesting, right? Because this feels pretty chunky to me, right? I mean, that looks pretty chunky. And yet this is a 4, and then this is a 5. So you can totally see that there's a difference. You understand that when they're looking at yarns and they're measuring the weight, we're looking at what we call the halo. So that's the whole diameter of the yarn, if you will, right? It's like this whole thing. I mean, you could squish it down and make it, like super small, but what we're looking at is the diameter. It's like the squish, right? And so this one here is a 5, and this one here is considered a 4. But again, this is straight up wool and cashmere. I mean, who doesn't love? Now, please understand, mass market yarns. I love Lion Brand. I've had my share of Joann's fabrics and Michael's and all those different things. And mass market has its place. I'm probably the biggest fan of Lion Brand and Stylecraft. I mean, they've got some beautiful things. But when you start working with, like the natural fibers, like the wools and the silks, and as you're working and you're feeling it, and wait till you see this cardigan cowl, my Happy Scrappy cowl I finished on my cruise. Wait till you see it. I'm going to do a whole video on it. It has been such joy, such a delight, not only to make something that's so beautiful and so vibrant, but as you're working with it and just the feel of the yarn, and you feel it as it's starting to like soften, how the structure is starting to kind of break down a little bit and soften as you work with it. You just know it's going to be a beautiful garment when it's all done. And that is what I'm getting from this Happy Scrappy cowl that I'm doing, which I'm going to show you a video of. This is what you're going to get with these kind of yarns. So again, let's talk about self-care, right? I mean, we do so much for each other. I know that if you're a crocheter or you're a knitter, you are constantly making gifts and things for other people. I have seen some magnificent, incredible blankets and Afghans, and I know firsthand, and how much work goes into those things. How many hours of work, not including the frogging and the redoing, right? I mean, it is unfathomable how much time we spend on these things, and then we just give it away. You are amazing people. We have this amazing heart of gift, of love, of giving, right? You have to have a heart of giving to do something like that, right? I mean, I wouldn't think twice about knitting a blanket for a friend of mine. Her daughter's having a baby. I don't even know her daughter, but I am more than happy to knit or crochet a blanket, a beautiful Afghan. People go, oh my gosh, right? So you know, to do this, I think you really have to have a heart of service. But we have to fill our tanks. We really have to fill our tanks and take care of ourselves. So you know what? If you can't afford, and again, I know this is expensive. I think I bought it on time. You know, like Afterpay, 12 payments or 4 payments or whatever it was. But it's so worth it, right? I'm going to make this and people are going to go, oh my God, that's incredible. That is gorgeous. And you go, thank you. I made this for myself, right? So you get the joy of doing it while you're making it and feeling the yarns and knowing this sense of accomplishment. But then when people compliment you on it, or, you know, you give a blanket or an Afghan, there's that like second level joy that you get when people are like, oh my gosh, you made this, right? So I just want to commend and you know, compliment and lift you all up. If you're doing, you know, this, if you're crocheting and if you're knitting, we have a heart of service and a heart of giving. And I just want to commend you and compliment you and send you my love to you because, you know, I get it, but you got to take care of yourself. So I'm telling you, please go out and get yourself a beautiful skein of something, even if it's just one. Make yourself a beautiful cowl, right? Give the gift of love back to yourself. And that is what this is. So getting back to the yarns, Kimberly, stop with pontificating. Okay, whatever. But I got 5 skeins of this lovely. Now this was $79. It was $80. So I know it's expensive, but again, it was like 60% off. This stuff is not cheap. No bueno, right? It's not, I'm not kidding you. It's expensive stuff, but it's wool and it's cashmere. So I got these 5 and then I got 10. So I got 15 skeins. That's not bad for like $200. Shipping was free. Shipping was free. Somebody better stop me. Okay. In addition, now, if you haven't heard of Noro or you haven't seen these catalogs, you should go and try to find them. I think you can find them on Amazon, but most of your LYS, your local yarn stores, they have these beautiful, beautiful. So this is a pattern book, and I got this for, yeah. Now, this is a screaming good deal. These are normally about $10. Okay. And there's some beautiful patterns. But they're you know, it's $10. It's expensive. These were on sale for $1.99. Is that right? $1.99. Yes, please. Oh no. No, I'm sorry. I paid $10 for this. It looks like I did. I paid $10 for this. So I paid the price. But as a result of buying this, I got a pattern for free. That's what I got. It was a Kansashi and Bachi 2-color cowl. So basically it was using this yarn and something else and making a cowl. So I got a pattern for free. This is the brand, Noro brand. If you haven't seen it, take a look, check it out. I think you might be able to find these pattern books on Amazon. But they have really, so basically it's all patterns using their yarns, but you really can get some great inspiration out of them. Here's a nice little cowl and vest, easy enough to make, but then they've got some really beautiful patterns. So this is next level, people. I mean, this really is. I get it, but it's the yarn is amazing, and every time I've used it, I'm like, oh, I wish I could afford to get more. So I did. I got more. Anyways, some of these patterns. I mean, you can just tell when you look at that, you know that that's a quality yarn that you're using. All right, so this was my stash buster from Little Knits, which is in Seattle. I'm coming to find you, Little Knits, in Seattle when I'm up there in June. I'm going to look you up, and I'm going to come in. I'm going to love on you in person. Okay, look at this. Isn't this pretty? Look at that. So they do a lot of knit, but that doesn't mean you don't have to. You can do knit, you can do crochet, you can weave, you can do anything you want with it. You can just like let it sit on your table and just gaze at it, you know, and just go, oh, I love you very much. Okay. All right, so this is Kimberly with Knit for Brains. Thanks so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Tell your friends about us. I got so many more videos coming up. I just came back from my trip. I'm going to talk about all the fun things that we did. And of course, you know, I got yarn stashes coming, and I think I might have one more coming. I think Yarn Inspirations was having a sale as well. Sad to be shopping when you're on vacation. All right, like and subscribe. Comment below if you have used any of the Noro yarns. If you're interested, I'd love to know. Please let me know. Let's have a little bit of dialogue. Have you used the any of them, but the Kanzashi, or have you used the Mayabi? Let me know. Thanks so much for watching. This is Kimberly with Knit for Brains, and I will see you soon right back here on this channel.